We got 1 minute. We got 1 minute. Woo! How about that? Oh, good morning, Talia. 1 minute, 50 seconds. 45 seconds. That'd be annoying if I counted all the way down to 0 like that. Good morning. Oh, I'm off center here. What's going on? There we go. That's a little better. Morning, Talia. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm doing really good. Feeling groovy. Not sure who's coming this morning. I heard rumors, though. There should be some grade 8s kicking in here. Oh, yeah. Hey, Talia, what are you taking at Norquest? That music is starting to get to me. How about that? Let's kill that. The problem is I've got my contact information and the music all on the same one. See, like if I switch back over, you can see how to get a hold of me and where to follow and stuff, but you got to put up with the music. So I don't want to leave that for too long. I'm waiting for 8.2. GHB 8.2, where are you? We got a good show today. But what am I going to do if there's no one around? Honey, are you here? Sometimes my beautiful bride Judy shows up. At least I have one fan. That's fine. It's all fine, you guys. No big deal. No big deal. I'm just playing around with some things. Hello. Anybody there? It's sure quiet here this morning. Sure is quiet. The Doug Dime Challenge. Still going. It's great. We got 23 new subs since we started, which is not huge, but it's fun. That's fine. It's great. But the problem is that I'm only on the hook for $2.30. That's not even cost my coffee in the morning. Like, if I get myself my favorite coffee, like just regular coffee at Starbucks, it's $2.89. So it's at least got to cost me the cost of a coffee in the morning. Come on now. Let's get some subs, you guys. We're going to go till 11:10, and if I haven't seen anybody show up yet, I'm going to just restart the stream, and I'm going to just do it, and then it'll at least be recorded for anybody who wants to catch it after. How about that? The chat will be kind of empty, but that's okay. I'm just going to shop on Amazon while I'm waiting. No, like you think I'm joking. I'm actually going to go shop. That's funny. Talia, you're still there. I'm waiting 2 more minutes, and if my class hasn't showed up, I'm gonna just pull the plug out of the tub here, and it's all gonna drain, and I'll start over, and then I'll just hit record. They were supposed to be here. I don't know what happened. You guys are there. Oh, okay. Hi, Miss LeMay. You are here. So you're just sitting here watching me like, do. Where's 8-2? Well, you guys are there. That's great. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this official. We're going to do a 10-second countdown. Hey, 8-2. It's good to see you guys. If any of you are able to log on, and if it's okay, like, please feel free to jump in. But I understand if you're just watching on the big screen, that's all good. Okay, so that's just fine. Oh, there's Cheyenne. I see a couple. Okay, that's great. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, we're going to do a 10-second countdown, and we're going to make it look like we just started. Here we go. 10 seconds. And here we go. Live with my friends from 8-2. Good to see you guys. Kind of. I see Cheyenne anyway. How you guys doing? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Hey, down at the bottom of the screen there, right there. See that? You can always follow me at Creedcast, okay, on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm working on something for TikTok. I haven't posted anything there yet. It's kind of like I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking at this blank feed like I've posted nothing, and I'm like, what do I put? I want to put something that's kind of fun and kind of neat on there. So anyway, I'm working on something, so catch up there. And if you're old, go on Facebook. I'm on Facebook too. That's just if you're old though. Right on. Hey guys, I got this Doug Dime challenge. Okay, so for all of Lent, so that is right up till Easter. Now this year it's strange because our spring break is actually just during Easter time there. So Easter's right at the end of our spring break. So the last day before spring break is like March 26th. Okay, so this whole time, all of our schools, our whole district is trying to raise about $15,000, and it's going towards these baskets for young people. So people under the age of 18 who are on the streets somehow in threatening or dangerous situations. They're maybe facing addiction, abuse. They might even be trafficked. Okay, being sold. So we're trying to raise money for them for baskets to help them transition from emergency housing into something a little more stable. And so Catholic Social Services has asked us if we could help get some of these baskets, these New Beginnings baskets, out to these young people. So we're going to do that. And the way that I want to help do that is if you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. So you can go to this creedcast.com/live. That's going to take you to the live stream site. On YouTube, the live stream playlist, you can subscribe there. And for every subscriber that I get between like a couple weeks ago and the end of Lent, I'm going to give a dime for every subscriber. Now, I'm starting to realize that maybe I undershot a little bit, because at this point, we started at 217 subscribers. We're up to 240, which is awesome. But that's only 23 subscribers, which means I'm only on the hook for $2.30. Are you kidding me? That's the price of coffee in the morning. And so I gotta have more subscribers, so it's gonna cost me at least a little more than $2.30. You dig? You got it? So go to creedcast.com/live and subscribe. Pass that on to your friends. Share the link and give me some love there, so we can help raise a little bit of money for these baskets, these New Beginnings baskets. All right? It's happy birthday time, and I understand there are some birthdays out there today. I think I even have. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay, see you, Talia. Have a great day. Anybody got birthdays?
It's your birthday.
Who's birthdaying this week? From the week of March 9th to the 15th. It's a great day. I think I know somebody who might actually be watching who's got a birthday on March 13th. Hey Cheyenne, do you have a birthday on March 13th? Are you still with me? I think Cheyenne has a birthday on March 13th, so big happy birthday to Cheyenne, and she's, I think, the only one on chatting right now, so Happy birthday,
It's
Cheyenne.
birthday time, it's such a thrill.
Birthday
Don't
rap
be
is for
sad
you.
you're over the hill.
You're
You've
not over
got
the
many
hill,
more
though.
years to come.
You got
We love
lots
you,
of
you're
birthdays
number
ahead.
one.
Right on. Happy birthday, Cheyenne. We've also got birthdays at Satch's Esme VJM. We got Henrik, March 10th. Matt, March 11th. Tori, March 13th. Kayla, Matthew, Bryce, Nikolai, all on March 15th. What the heck? Esme, we've got Dante on March 12th. Anna, March 10th. Clara and Veronica on March 14th. And then VJM, Dasha on March 9th. So happy birthday. It all of a sudden got busy with birthdays. We had like this 2-week span where I was like, we had one birthday or something like that. It wasn't that many. So happy birthday to all of y'all. And let's have it. Let's get a little daily inspiration.
Inspiration for your everyday.
My girls and their friend recorded that for me, and I played it for them again the other day, and they were like, oh my gosh, that's awful. It's so bad. They're like, Daddy, why are you still doing that? I think it's fun. It sticks in my head. I actually sing it through the course of the day. Today's daily inspiration is from the March 14th quote in the Daily Wonder app. And I like this one. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the single candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. That's from a teaching inside the faith tradition of Buddhism. And I love that image where you have, you know how you've done this, like maybe somebody has taken one candle and lit like the rest of the candles on the birthday cake, or if you've been to Mass, right, Catholic Mass, and maybe on Christmas or Easter, we would share the light, right? We'd pass one candle to the other, one candle would light, and then all of a sudden you'd start with one candle at the front of the church, and then everybody's candle would be lit, and that first candle, nothing changed. Like, it's still the same. It's still lit, right? It's not any dimmer because it's shared. And Jesus said this too. Jesus said, neither do people light a lamp and put it under a basket. They put it on a stand where it gives light to the whole house. Okay, and that's what we can do. We can do that by just being kind and sharing happiness with each other. And we're never going to be less because we shared happiness with someone else. So that's a really sweet quote. Really sweet inspiration for today. And it is also Trending Tuesday. It's always Trending Tuesday. Even if it's a Wednesday, it's like eating tacos. It's Taco Tuesday anytime you eat tacos. And Trending Tuesday today had a couple of cool ones. The floating ghost ship. This was spotted in the Mediterranean. Guys, figure this. Check that thing out. So somebody on shore spotted this ship floating in the sky. This picture has not been photoshopped. This was a real deal. But science jumped in. Mr. Science jumped in and explained the whole thing. This is called a grand mirage. So you may be seeing like in TV shows or cartoons or something like that, and there's characters are like stumbling through the desert and they see water and they jump into the water and they try and drink it and it's just sand, right? That's like a minor mirage. So a grand mirage is when light bounces off the object, and then it actually, because of the temperatures of the air, there's like layers of temperature, and they reflect or refract the light differently according to the temperature, and it actually bounces from the object up, hits the difference in air temperature, and it comes to your eyes, and it makes it look like it's actually hovering above the surface that it's sitting on. And so out in the ocean like this, it looks like it's actually floating, which I just thought was super cool. And the internet was just like, what? How's that ship doing that? How's that thing working? So there you go. The flying ghost ship is not really just a cool illusion. And these things were trending out on the internet this week, and people were like, holy cow. They didn't really think about this, but I'm going to show you guys a few of these that people were really geared up about to put some things into perspective. And I just thought these were kind of fun. So check this one out and go. How about that one? There we go. All right. This is Alaska. It's one particular part of the coast of Alaska, and the top picture is from 1904. The bottom picture is from 2020. Look how much it's changed. Look how much it's changed. You can see the same mountain peaks. You see those same two mountain peaks, and the boat is in the same place, but the glaciers are gone. That's climate change, y'all. Okay, this is real. These things are melting fast. Look at that. Huge difference. We didn't realize that, did we? How about this one? That is the largest crocodile ever recorded. This was back in the 1930s, I think it was. They found this silly thing. Look at the size of that. People were freaking out. How about this one? All right, so you might be wondering, what the heck is this? Well, this is a representation. The big globe is the sun, and the tiny little dots, the little marbles, the little BBs that are inside of there, is the size of the Earth. So that's how many Earths you could fit into the sun. I've always seen it. Well, we've always seen it like 2D, right? You see the sun, kind of a little flat circle on the page, and then tiny little specks of the Earth. But when you look at it in 3D, it's like, holy mackerel, the sun is huge, man. I thought I had one more. Let's see if I can find one more here. That's the croc. Oh yeah, this one here. This is the African land snail. Look at this thing. Look at this. This is the African land snail. In Canada, if you have something that big, we got a hunting season for it. But in Africa, it's just a pet. It's like a kitty. The African land snail. You kidding me? Those are crazy. I just thought those were super fun. It's time for hashtags. So every week I take over Jimmy Fallon's hashtags, and once a week he puts a hashtag out on Twitter, and people submit their best hashtag on that topic, their best story about that hashtag, and then he picks his favorite ones, puts them on the show. It's fun. It's a great little feature. I love it. But I thought it'd be fun if I take over Jimmy's hashtag, find the ones that I like the best, and then add my own to it as well. So this week's hashtag is hashtag airport fails. Hashtag airport fails. And the reason I was thinking about this one is because I had 2 or 3 trips that were canceled because of COVID. And I'm thinking about them now. I'm like, okay, maybe I should start planning for some of these things. And I just thought of all the times I've been in the airport. And so here you go. Hashtag airport fail. This one is from @Downing413. A few years ago, I flew home from a wedding on a different flight than my family. I asked my mom to take my bag so I could travel light. I forgot that I had a pocket knife in it. I flew in comfort and style, and now she's on a government watch list. Thanks, son. This one is from @NHairGrove. Sitting on a plane, this was like this one yesterday. I read this one and I couldn't talk. I was laughing to myself in my studio, and I was like, this is so funny. Sitting on a plane next to a sweet lady, probably a grandma, who was crocheting, kind of like knitting. No words exchanged. She leaned over, lifted, and blew a flatulent right at me. She looked and said, "Son, you just got crop dusted," and went back to her crochet as if nothing had happened. Way to go, Grandma. Crop dusted. That's hysterical. This one is from @Sabrina Jahara. Once I got pulled out of line after my carry-on bag got flagged by scanners. I was forced to empty my bag and reveal the reason my bag was flagged: an aluminum-wrapped burrito. That's good. I wonder how old that burrito was. Oof, nasty. This one is from @NGBlaze44. A real beautiful woman in a business suit sat next to me once during a flight. I tried to impress her. I told her I was an air marshal. Okay, like a security guard for a plane in disguise, right? And she replied, "No, you're not." And then she showed me her air marshal badge. Good one, buddy. That's so funny. She's like, "Yeah, I'm the air marshal here, sir." And finally, @DeskofDoug. This one is me. This is a legit airport fail. Actually happened. I once booked a ticket to New Jersey, and I had to decide whether I was going to fly out of Edmonton or Calgary. I booked Edmonton. The day before flying, I forgot I booked Edmonton, and I drove to Calgary. A sleepless night, and just $100 later, I got my flight changed, and I managed to fly out of Calgary. I brought my family down with me, and they were going to see me off on this flight. We got a hotel. I'm laying in bed at the hotel, 11 o'clock at night, and you have to check in 12 hours in advance or something like that. And so I went to go check in. I was like, my ticket says Edmonton. I'm in Calgary. And I only had a few hours before I had to fly. So anyway, I got a hold of my travel agent, and it only cost me $100. But I'll tell you what, that was close. That was seriously close.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is your chaplain speaking.
Yes, this is your chaplain speaking. So every week I like to take a question that you guys have asked or give you some kind of a thought-provoking reflection just about God and faith and the Bible and real life and like how does it all mix up. And so you guys, especially you guys in grade 8 over at GHP, put together a ton of questions. And so today, the question is, from today, excuse me for 1 second, is why do we have to believe in a religion? All right, so question today, why do we have to believe in a religion? Let me clarify just a couple of things, okay? So first of all, I'm wondering, the person who asked this question, if you're wondering about religion or if you're wondering about God. See, the things, those two things are different. It's really, really important that we remember that and we make that distinction. Okay, so we as human beings throughout all of human history, all of it, y'all, okay, there has been no human culture that didn't have some kind of spiritual belief. Okay, before Jesus, before even the Israelites, okay, Judaism, even all of the tribes, hunter-gatherers, all of them, every one of them had a belief in something beyond this world, what I like to call the unseen and the eternal. They believed that things were created somehow divinely, and they believed that somehow we are influenced by the divine, and somehow we will one day go on to something beyond just this world, like what we would call heaven as Christians. So human beings, inside of us, God's put a desire for God. Okay, we know within ourselves that there's more. We are created for more, and we sense that. And when we ask questions like this, we kind of know this intuitively, that there's more than just me, physical flesh, my 5 senses. And we understand that we're special. We've come from somewhere. We're maybe going somewhere. And I know the doubts get in and everything else, okay? But I have to understand that this is a basic human desire, no matter what religion we're talking about, okay? So that's the first thing. So that's like faith. That's like spirituality. That's like God, okay? And then we have what we would call religion. Religion is the structure, the human structures that we create to help us contain our sense of God, our spirituality, okay? Great example. Let me show you this, okay? So got my cup of coffee here. Have a cup of coffee every morning, just one, like the ritual of it, okay? But if I didn't have my cup, if I didn't have something to put my coffee into, right? It'd be like I'd take my coffee pot and I'd be like, and I'd spill it all over the counter. I'd get it all over my shirt, spill it into my lap. Coffee would be everywhere, all over my desk. And I wanted to have my coffee, I'd have to try and like catch it somehow in my hands, right? But I take my coffee pot and I pour it into my cup. And my cup, the container, holds the coffee, and it allows me to take a sip. It allows me to enjoy my coffee. It keeps it from getting all over me. It keeps it from spilling onto the floor, making a mess. It keeps it from being wasted, right? The coffee is like God and the Holy Spirit and all of the unseen and the eternal, right? And if we just pour it out on the table, we're like, what do we do? And we all panic and somebody get a towel, right? But if we pour it into the cup, there's a way for us to enjoy it. The cup is our religion. The cup is like our Catholic faith, where we have the churches that we go to on Sunday. We have our spiritual leaders, like our priests and bishops, our deacons. Okay, we have our prayers, which allow us to experience God and to give us some words to pray, some words to talk to God with, right? But here's the problem. Here's the danger of the cup and religion, okay? The danger is that we would like somehow try and like the cup becomes what we're trying to consume. The cup becomes too important. And we're more about the cup than what's inside the cup. What we really want to be able to enjoy is what's inside the cup. What we want to give us life, to quench our thirst, is inside the cup. We can't do it without the cup, but if we try and use the cup to do what is inside, we just become worshipers of a religion, a system. But what God wants is for us to become worshipers of Him, to enjoy Him, to drink God in, to take God into ourselves and change us and make us better and give us strength, right, to reach out to other people so that we can be good to them and helpful to them, okay, make the world a better place, right? That's what God is there, right, for. We're there to become friends with God and become more like Jesus, the example that God sent us. And the cup helps us to do that because it holds it all together. But we just can't make the mistake of substituting the cup for what's inside. Does that make sense? So that's why you don't have to believe in a religion, okay? You don't, but the religion is there to help us take God in and give God away. Does that make sense? It's a great question. It's a really, really good question, because sometimes the religion becomes the point, and God inside is the point. All right? Good question. Thanks, guys. Love it. That's it. Guys, we went a little long because we were just a little late getting rolling. Sorry if I left you guys sitting there, 8-2, wondering, like, who's Doug talking to? What's he doing? So, props to you guys. You guys are awesome, and I look forward to doing this every week, and I look forward to seeing y'all again next week. Say hi to your teacher. Say hi to Mr. Peterson for me. Remember, God loves you. So do I. Can't wait to hang out again. We'll catch you guys later. Out.